Howdy, y'all. Welcome to Hazen Barrel Craftworks here in the Hazen Barrel Homestead and our humble whiskey room. I'm the Alchemist. And this week, we're continuing on with our Bourbons under $50. And I got the list from my friends on Bourbon Under. And today, the one I chose is Michter Small Batch. I've got kind of a fun story for you for Michters. And it dates long time ago, centuries ago, back to the mid 1700s. And Michter's has a long story. It started years ago. Wasn't always Michter's, of course. Started back with John Shank, and Michter's went through many name changes. In fact, beginning with the name Shank, from John Shank, of course, but back in the Revolutionary War, George Washington actually really liked the Michter's recipe from way back then. He said it warmed him from the inside. And he liked it so much that he bought enough of that old Michter's recipe from way back then, Revolutionary War time. He bought enough of it to fortify his troops through the long, harsh, cold winters of the Revolutionary War. So Michter's today, they kind of hang on to that lore, and they call themselves the whiskey that warmed the troops through the Revolutionary War. So Michter's has got that. And what we have today is Michter's Small Batch. And I don't think it's going to surprise any of y'all who've been watching the videos over the last couple of weeks that Michter's holds their mash bill as a tightly kept secret. I can't find any mash bill information. I do have a proof. It's right at 91.4, so under 100 proof. Pretty easy sipper. At MSRP of under $50, because this is under $50 a week. You can get this anywhere, right around that 45-ish, most places. So pretty good redneck review too here for us on Hazen Barrel Craftworks. So let's give ourselves a pour. And see what Michter's has to offer as a decent priced lower proof bourbon. Better just get my couple sips in right away. Okay. That's caramel right away. Just a good caramel. Okay, on the nose, that's quite interesting. On the nose, I give it like it's a bright, fresh stone fruit. Like a lot of times, if you tune into any of my videos and a lot of the bourbons I review, I get a lot of cherry. This is not a cherry stone fruit. This is more like a bright stone fruit, like an apricot or something much brighter, much. I'm gonna have to go with like something like an apricot on this one, but it's definitely a stone fruit, and it's really nice. It's different. That nose is nice. And I get barrel. I definitely get barrel on this. You get some barrel, and I get some nice barrel spices. And the spice is like a nice, soft, I'd say more nutmeg, because it's not spicy like cinnamon. It's softer like a sweet nutmeg barrel spice. Really nice. And that caramel hits you up front and comes down the sides of the palate and on mid palate. And that barrel gets you on the finish. And dries it up just a little bit, not intensely. Dries it up a little bit in the end, but you get that barrel. It's really nice. You know, another good under $50 bourbon. Michter's does it well. And in their small batch, one thing to know too is for their small batch, they always do right around 20 barrels or less. And on this bottle, for bourbon enthusiasts, they do have a batch number on there. And the batch number on this one is 24G2784. And 24 is the year, G is the month. So it correlates the letter in the alphabet. G is the 7th letter, July then being the 7th month. And then 2784 then is the how they keep track of the barrels that go into it. So the however many number of barrels, 20 or so, that go into this is how they keep track of it with the 2784. So for bourbon enthusiasts, if they want to keep track of all their Michters, which Michters they like best of their small batch, they take a look at that 24G2784 and compare it to the next one, you know, at 25, whatever the rest of that batch number is, and compare. Do I like this one better or do I like that one better? And they keep track of their Michters and which bottle they like better. But for under $50, this one from 2024, bottled in July, and all those barrels, pretty good. And as you all know, I love to have you all coming back around. So please take it easy. Don't drink and drive. Cheers.